Narayana.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Shri Krishna. In the previous part, we left a very important question. Let me repeat all four different cases of the question to refresh you. Case 1. If someone takes the name of Lord Vishnu just as an indication, what happens? Case 2. Or suppose someone takes the Lord name while joking, yes, joking with others. Case 3. Or perhaps someone chants the Lord name while singing a song. Case 4. Or even if someone takes the Lord name with disrespect, does the name still give any benefit? What does actually scripture say about this question? And here is the amazing answer from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam 6.2.14. You may read the entire chapter in detail at your own pace. Sanketyang parihasyang va astobham helanmev va vaikunthanam grahanam ashes agarang vidu. The simple meaning of this verse is, even if the holy name of Lord is chanted as an indication, it can still give benefit. Even when someone chants the Lord name with joking, the spiritual power of that name remains present. Even while singing the name, it still produces the effect. And even when someone chants with disrespect, yes, disrespect, the power of the name still works. Very, very important thing to share for your kind information. The Lord Vishnu has Sahasra name in Sanskrit, 1,000 names. Anyone can take any name of your choice from the list. However, Krishna, Vishnu, Narayan, Hari, Ram, Syam are frequently called names of Lord Vishnu. In Indian society or Indian origin, mostly Hindu, settled anywhere in the world. Now, parents, relatives, friends, even any unknown, etc., when calling their name, even due to various domestic works or other day-to-day works, it automatically generates its good effect. Please remember, the divine name is never an ordinary material sound. Now let us understand how this verse came in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Purana. Ajāmila was born in a noble Kanya Brahmin family. He was a gentleman in the beginning, but later he had committed many sinful activities. This happened because of his sudden connection with a very beautiful prostitute. As a result of this development, he expelled his wife, father, mother from his house. Not only this, he gave all properties of his father to that prostitute for pleasing her. Despite he was a single son to his father, mother, nobody else was there to take care of him at that age, at old age. Moreover, he was newly married too, and his wife was quite a young woman. In fact, underage. Now, because of this, his sinful activities went up and up, especially due to new habits like theft, robbery, all kind of monkey businesses. This was to please the beautiful prostitute whom he had brought to his house permanently now. After expelling father, mother, wife, the old one, When his life was finally coming to an end, at the age of approximately 88, the Yamadutas appeared before him to take him away for further punishment and proceedings. Looking at the Yamadut standing directly before him, Ajāmila became extremely frightened. Extremely frightened. But Ajāmila had a son whose name was Narayan. At that frightening moment, he called out his son's name, Narayan, Narayan.
Narayana.
But this is where the real miracle happened. Because he had just uttered the holy name of Narayan, the spiritual power of the holy name became effective. At that very moment, four Vishnudutas suddenly appeared before Yamadutas and firmly declared, "You cannot take him now, as he has uttered the name of Narayan, that too in the last moment of his life." The Yamadutas were immediately stopped, in fact, expelled from the taking Ajāmila along with them. Ajāmila was therefore saved from immediate punishment. His life was saved dramatically simply because he had called out the name as Narayan. In fact, it was his son's name whom he has called. After this event, he completely changed the direction of his life. He completely left his sinful activities and devoted the rest of his life to the spiritual practices. He turned towards Lord Narayana and thus gradually purified his entire life. And ultimately, the future spiritual destination of Ajāmila got changed. Now, let us understand why this happened. Let us see this through a very simple scientific example of day-to-day life. Suppose an elderly person brings fire near highly flammable material. Will it burn? Will it burn? Yes, of course it will burn. Now suppose a very small child brings fire near same highly flammable material. Will the fire take place? Yes, of course. Still it will take place. Still it will burn. Isn't it? Because the nature of fire does not change. The fire does not ask whether a child or an elderly person caused the fire. Fire simply acts according to its inherent nature and scientific properties. The same way, the holy name of Lord Vishnuji carries divine spiritual potency within itself. This does not mean that we should take the holy name carelessly or disrespectfully. Rather, the teaching shows us the extraordinary power of the holy name. Extraordinary power. Now comes a very important question for the next episode, for the next part. This is having three cases. In it, case 1, there are some people who have countless desires and want many different things in life. They want this, they want that, and so on. Case 2, there are also some people who have no material desire. Case 3, and there are some people who desire liberation. So what should they do to achieve their desires? Let us explore this very important question and its answer in the next part.